Hello, everyone. My name is Monica Gleiberman, and you're listening to Silence on Set podcast. Today, we chatted with the cast of Love, Victor. Up first is Anthony Turpel, Isabella Ferreira, and Mateo Fernandez. Hi, guys. How are you?
Doing good. How about yourself?
I'm good. I want to start off with, Anthony and Isabella, because obviously at the end of the last season, both your characters finally kissed. Woo! We're all excited. So what can fans expect for this upcoming season? Are you guys going to be in a relationship? What can you kind of tell us? We're dying for info.
Yeah, without spoiling anything, I'll say that, it's a blossoming of something new. And, obviously the Swedish fish really meant a lot to Felix to such a degree. So, there's definitely something that will be there. And how that plays out, I guess you're going to have to watch and find out.
Yeah, I agree. Honestly, you're gonna see in season 3 some challenges of a new blossoming relationship. It's really fun. Pilar and Felix are so different, but opposites attract, I guess, and it's gonna be really fun for viewers to be able to watch that.
And Anthony, I wanted to ask you, for Felix, obviously the relationship with his mother, rocky, sort of better. It's in a weird spot. So where do we see them for season 3?
Yeah, definitely. It ended kind of in uptick a little bit, and so kind of now it's really, how do you move forward, and what's the relationship now? Because it was so Felix taking care of everything for a long time. And so really it's them trying to figure out what is this relationship and how are they going to proceed.
And Mateo, I love Adrian. Been one of my favorite characters since the beginning. So I feel like he always has a cute voice of reason, always has funny quips. So what are we going to learn about him? Because I feel like he's ever evolving as the seasons have gone on. So what do we learn about him this season?
Just more about how he deals with everything around him going on with his parents, his siblings, and how he just all handles that. I think it's interesting.
And were you happy with how your character handled a lot of the information that came at him, finding out about his older brother's sexuality, or, in the beginning of the seasons, and then, wanting to play with the toys that he wants to play with and things that he wants to do? He seems to be the most relaxed when it comes to sexual orientation and things that are happening around him.
Yeah, I think with the toys, he really did not care what anyone thought. And with Victor's sexuality, it didn't affect how he thought of him at all, and I thought that was really sweet. So yeah, I think it's very admirable that he was so accepting of Victor, and he was so free with the toys that he wanted to play with.
So I want to ask all three of you what you're most excited about for fans to see, and are all three of you happy with how your characters end?
I'm excited for fans to finally be able to see who's behind the door, because we get questions about it every single day, especially through social media. So very excited for that. And I'm very happy with how everything ended. I think we did it as well as we possibly could have. And we care about, obviously, Love Victor so much. And I'm just excited.
Yeah, the behind the door stuff, definitely. I'm excited to see the reactions of that. And also just kind of the whole season as a whole. And, how everything ends, and just everyone's storylines, kind of everything. I'm excited for everything. Yeah, it's I think everyone's gonna really like it.
Yeah, I'm definitely very excited for everyone's reactions. I'm happy with my character, I'm happy with everyone's character, and I'm just so excited for people to see it again with the door. I want to see people's reactions. I think they're going to be surprised and kind of make jokes about it.
Well, thank you guys so much. So congratulations on season 3.
Thank you so much.
Next up is Bebe Wood and Rachel Hilson talking about their characters and what to expect for the last and final season. Hi guys, how are you?
Oh, good. How are you?
Good. It's so nice meeting you guys. So I'm just going to jump right in. First of all, you both are fantastic on the show. I want to start off with Bebe. Obviously, when things ended between Lake and Felix, or, it was at least awkward at the wedding, and there was kind of an insinuation that you might or your character might be moving towards like Lucy. And I also noticed, I had noted when I rewatched some of the episodes, there were comments like in season 2 where she saw Andrew kissing Lucy and had said, good for Andrew. So there were like moments that might have kind of insinuated that maybe she has different type of sexual orientation than we might have thought in the beginning. So I wanted to get your take on that and where we might be seeing her in the upcoming season.
I'm so happy that you picked up on that, because as I was reading the scripts, like I was certainly making note of that. It felt like a really natural progression, I think, when I read that episode, the finale of season 2, and you see that sort of like spark and Lake and Lucy connect after the wedding for the first time. I was really happy because, like I said, it felt like a natural progression, and I had definitely noticed her comments, throughout season 1 and season 2. And so it feels like something that, has always been a part of her, even if it wasn't on the forefront of her mind, and even if it wasn't something that she was ready to explore yet. That is definitely something that she explores in season 3, and it was sort of magical and super fun to play.
So will Lake and Lucy be like the next couple, and will they be the first bi couple on the show?
Yeah.
Yes? Yeah. Okay. And then to throw it up to Rachel, your character, I mean, the amount of stuff that she has gone through is just crazy. And to end with her, in the car with her boyfriend, going to see her mom, and we have no idea what's going to happen. What can you tell us about what her motivation was to want to connect? Because in the beginning, she didn't want to connect with her mother. Obviously, her dad's getting married, so that might have been a push for it. But what would be the reasoning of why to head in that direction? And what is she hoping to get out of it? What will fans see?
Yeah, I think she's hoping to just get some sort of like grounding somewhere, some sort of like, I don't know, something that she can, hold on to. I think there's a lot going on at the end of season 2, a lot of change happening. A stepmom and a child, and a new sibling. And I think also that's always been in the back of her mind, reconnecting with her mom. So I think there's also just that, just wanting to sort of like get an answer and explore that relationship. And I think what people can expect is just more sort of reevaluation of what a family means and what home means to Mia.
So for my final question for both of you, you guys are so good on the show. What is the most exciting thing for you guys, or the most exciting scene that you guys filmed that you're looking forward to for people to see? I know you can't give us too much information, but what can you tease that you're so excited for fans to see?
I think I'm just really excited about fans seeing Lake's relationship unfold as season 3 goes on.
I'm excited for that too. So I'm going to say that.
Well, thank you guys so much. We're excited to see both of you. You're both playing such strong women, and I just think it's amazing. They're so strong in such different ways, and it touches so many fans. So I know they're going to be super excited to see what's coming up for season 3. So thank you guys so much, and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Up next is Ava Capri. Hi, it's so nice to meet you. I'm so excited to talk to you.
I'm so nice to meet you too.
So I want to get started with, I guess I'll just jump off the bat with the important questions everyone wants to know first off.
Sure.
So obviously the wedding, right? We end and there's kind of like a Lucy Lake moment there. So when I spoke to Ava, Baby, she was basically like, yes, I'm bisexual. And I was like, woo! Like first time on the show. So for you, what is that like for Lucy, not only kind of being interested and seeing that Lake is reciprocating? What does that mean for her for season 3? And also for you as an actress, what does that feel like? Because it's finally the first bisexual relationship on the show.
Huge. It's huge. I love where we left off in season 2 because it felt like this very organic moment where we had this kind of unexpected connection, chatting and stuff and maybe a little flirting at Mia's dad's wedding. And I love that we start off literally where we left off in season 3. And we get to see this kind of like organic, of what is this? And getting to seeing Lake explore her bisexuality is amazing. And then Lucy also, going from, dating Andrew to being like, what do I want? I really identify with the storyline, and I'm so happy that it exists and people get to watch it and maybe, see themselves in it.
And was it big for you, like as an actor, to kind of step into that role? Do you feel any pressure? Because so many people are looking up to this moment because it's the first kind of bisexual relationship, and that they're both going to be growing kind of together and learning and kind of weaving their way together through season 3.
Yeah, I don't know if I feel pressure, but I feel a lot of honor. I feel like getting to like have this like sapphic storyline. Yeah, I know what it would have meant to me, and so thinking about that, I'm so honored. I was just like, this is really special. And while filming it, and even now, that's where I hold this entire show, but especially the storyline that Lucy and Lake get to tell.
Much a better word of how I worded it. Yes. And then I'm so excited, fans can't wait to see kind of what's going to happen. Is there anything you can tease for fans for season 3 as to what we're going to be seeing?
Yeah, so the trailer gives some stuff away, but I guess I don't want to give too much, but I feel like I feel like there's a little something for the girls in there, which is a new little twist for season 3. And I guess I don't have anything much to tease except that I'm really happy with the love story that we got to tell.
Yeah, and I agree. It's nice because we've always kind of, it's not a bad thing, but we've always kind of focused very much on Victor. So it's kind of nice to kind of see a woman, two women kind of dealing with their own sexuality and kind of going through the motion.
Yeah. I love how the show is expanded. Like, I love Raheem's character and showing just like different, ways that, kids can be queer in high school and like what that looks like. And even just how different like Lake to Lucy's experiences and all those different things. I think it's really cool. And I think it only like highlights Victor's. It's just so nice to see that we're all more alike than we are different. And that's what the show really, I think all the characters are so full, and I'm so happy they all get happy endings.
Yeah. And this show is so fantastic in the way that they kind of display all of that and how we see everybody and how there's acceptance and the non-acceptance and how people deal with everything. Yeah. But so basically my last question is just what would you want to tell fans or people that are in a situation where they might not feel as comfortable? This show has helped so many people, be able to have those conversations. You are now portraying a character that will allow even further conversations to happen. So is there anything that you want to tell people that don't get to talk to you like I do, just about the show and what's coming up and all of that?
I feel like the show shows so much queer joy. And I think that there is so much trauma and pain and not acceptance and feeling like, am I going to get rejected or being rejected by my friends and family? But it also shows how much joy there is in queerness and queer love. It's one of the things I love about the show. And what I want to say is, if you're going through a hard time, there is so much joy ahead of you.
Well, thank you so much. I love you so much. I'm so excited. I'm so happy for you. You're fantastic. And to round out the podcast, we have Brian Tanen, Elizabeth Berger, and Isaac Aptaker. I want to jump right in. All 3 of you, I love everything that you've done with the show, with Love Victor. And I wanted to know how you guys are constantly able to stay on target in terms of diversity and sexual orientation and issues that are current, yet still continue to push the storyline forward.
I think the key to telling stories with diverse characters is making sure you have the right team of people to authentically tell those stories. So it's always super important to us to have a writer's room that was incredibly diverse, filled with queer men, women, gender diversity. We had and racial diversity as well. So, I think out of conversations of people's lives, that's how these stories came to be on the screen, is just people talking about what their experiences were like and then reflecting that. And we also our directors as well as our writers' room.
And then for all of you, for this upcoming season, obviously we left with a lot of cliffhangers at the end of last season. We kind of are waiting for Mia to see about her mom. You have Lake, which is kind of like in a new relationship. There's like just a ton going on. So for you guys, what do you want fans to expect coming into season 3? And what are some of the kind of tools you guys used kind of in the writer's room or behind the scenes to try to make those stories happen for the season?
Sure. I mean, I think whoever your favorite character is, hopefully you'll feel satisfied with this season. I mean, one of the things that happened throughout the run of the show as our cast grew and sort of came into their own is everyone just became such strong, brilliant, interesting actors that we found ourselves in season 3 sitting down and being like, oh my God, we have 15 incredible people to service in every episode. How are we going to do this? And that was sort of like, it's a great problem to have, is sort of like, how do you give all of these amazing characters and actors their due? But we really thought hard about how to spread their stories out and how to achieve that balance. So hopefully whoever your favorite is, you'll feel satisfied watching this season.
And then how do you guys handling, obviously like Simon's not going to be doing like voiceover. Is there going to be someone new that Victor's going to be talking with, or maybe journaling and we hear some sort of voiceover, or is that changed for season 3?
For season 3, in a couple of our storylines, at least, Victor sort of steps into the role of the Simon a little bit, and he's almost becoming the person, giving advice to some new characters, and sort of trying his hand out at being the mentor with, I would say, decidedly mixed results.
Is there anything that you would want to tell fans? I know obviously, yes, we're all excited and we all have different characters that we're super excited about, but in terms of the story, how crazy are things going to get this season? Will we meet some new characters? Like really, what can fans kind of like look to, because they're so excited about season 3?
Yeah, I mean, we hit the road running this season. All the stories just jumped to an immediate start. So I think there's a lot of exciting twists and turns. I will say that I think one of the biggest things coming back to season 3 is people are dying to know whose door Victor shows up at, and you'll get that answer really early on, immediately. But whoever you're rooting for to be behind that door, the other character will be a massive part of the season. We're in love with all those characters, and it was important to us that so everybody get to tell a new and exciting and fulfilling story.
Well, thank you guys so much. I obviously know, but I'm super excited for fans to find out. So thank you guys so much. Fantastic show. You guys do an amazing job, and I'm so excited for the season. So just congratulations.
Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Monica.
Thank you for listening to Silence on Set podcast. My name is Monica Gleiberman. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more interviews to come.